Hey everyone, I'm Zain Baig, this is Auto Group, and this is the 2021 Honda Odyssey. This is the touring trim, so this one has a 3.5 liter VTEC V6 engine from Honda. It is naturally aspirated and it makes 280 horsepower, just like the Pilot. So this car is finished in this incredible metallic gray. I love this. It almost has like a shade of brown in it as well. So that is the startup animation. Super simple and well laid out for the gauge cluster. You got your speedometer in the middle. It looks very nice, very well done in terms of that. It keeps saying fuel low because it is quite low. But you can control both doors over here down here by your controls. You can also control the trunk, and you got your traction control, very similar to the way the Sienna had it. And it does have a volume knob because, you know, I just lowered that. That's very convenient. Some cars have the touch, which is not super appreciated by me, but I still don't mind it too much. But you got your navigation and stuff by Garmin. It's a pretty good navigation system. You got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in here as well. The driving position, this is the furthest rear you could put your seat, so it's not too far back, and I'm about 6'2", 6'3", and this is kind of not enough room for my legs over maybe a long drive, but it's still decent driving position. And let's bring the steering wheel forward. Yeah, this is actually not a bad driving position. It's just that for longer hauls I may need to I want the seat a little farther back, but still they are electronically controlled, which is great, and they do have lumbar assist, and the lumbar goes up and down just like the Sienna, so that's great. And the good thing about this car is that it has your traditional V6 for those who love, you know, just the normal gas engine, because the Sienna has the 4-cylinder, but the miles per gallon that you get with the Sienna are much better than this. This gets about 22 miles per gallon combined. So, and then you just got a bunch of storage, you know, just like the Sienna, except this has more of a traditional minivan type of interior layout in here with this open space. So, you know, it's pretty well done, I'd say, overall. Let me show you the key real quick. So you got a really nice looking key fob. It says driver 1 on the back, which is awesome, and it has, you know, the Honda emblem over there. Look at this. You got your unlock controls. You got both door controls. So for the rear, let's go ahead and check out how the space is. You can move okay, so the front back moves with this tab over here. That's our seat fully back. This is set to my driver's position, so I can show you how it is in the back. Pretty low entry height, and as you can see, I mean it's just doable for me, but it could be better if I move the front seat a little farther forward. But you can also get 3 cup holders, one small little mini type of cup holder, and yeah, it's pretty nicely done in here. Here's the door panel. It's, you know, pretty practical in its design. Then over here you got one camera that's looking at you while you're in the second and third row, and that we can also see up there in the screen. It shows you a pretty nice view with like a fisheye type of lens, and you could just be, you know, waving to your person who's right ahead of you, and they could just be checking all the kids and stuff in the back and making sure nobody's fighting over who gets to watch what on the TV, you know. And here's the TV right here. Your classic, I think this is just a basic LCD display. You got 2 cup holders in the back over here. As you can see, my Starbucks is right there. And then down there you have HDMI and 2 USB ports. So pretty well done. Then you also got your climate controls over there. You could see you could see the climate controls. We're using a new stabilizer with the different cameras, so we're trying to learn the controls, and it's kind of funny moving it around. It's not the easiest. It's not the classic GoPro, just, you know, where you just move it around and it goes in a static movement. But anyways, you got 2-stage memory settings for your front seat, which is fantastic. Then let's go ahead and quickly check out the trunk. Wow, look at that. That's pretty nice and deep. It's pretty you got a lot of stuff in there. I'll have the actual number hopefully in the description for the cubic feet of space that you get. And then you got a bunch of storage. Look in the sides. You got 1 shelf on my right and 2 on the left as well. Yeah, that's one, and then there's another one above it. And okay, let me show you how to fold this. Boom, so easy. Bam. What the? Oh, this? Oh! Whoa! Interesting. Wow, it folds away really nicely. It looks like a transformer. So you can pull it up like this, and then it just keeps. at them. Okay. Boom. And then yeah, so in terms of how the Sienna has it, the Sienna has a much more traditional system with a bunch of different handles and latches, which is, you know, much more mechanically easy looking. But this has a lot more of a smooth layout, I guess. And with the once you get the magic strap thing, whatever they call it, the magic strap to do the seat, it does work really well. And then you still got cup holders in the back, as you can see over there. You got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You got a headphone jack. You also got a USB port, and then the same exact things on the other side as well. So very well done. And you have a power outlet actually on this side. So the practicality is just absolutely fantastic. Look at those vents over there as well. So basically, when you want to pull the seats up, there's well, maybe you want to do it a little smoother than how I just did it, but I guess that's how it is. And then should just pull back. Boom. I think when you let this go, it then locks into place. Then boom. Okay. Takes a little practice. First time, you know, unboxing the car. Just takes a little getting used to and messing around with it. But let's go ahead and check out the third row. Boom. Okay. Here we are in the back. Oh, boom, there we go. Look at that. That's in place right there. Yeah, it's honestly not that bad in the back, just like the Sienna. Even when I put it all the way back, my knees aren't getting crushed like in some coupes, which is really well done. Props to the Honda Odyssey for doing this. And then you got some sunshades as well. Even though the glass looks tinted to me, still, you can move that down and get a little bit more, you know, to look out. This one is heated. It has the lines going through it, the thermal lines. This one is not. Interesting. Okay, so I guess the only thing left to do now is go on the drive for this car. This is priced at about $44,000, just about where the Sienna was priced as well. So let's see how it feels out on the road. I'm so grateful that there is a van that exists that actually feels more like an, even lower than some SUVs in here. It's, the driving position is absolutely fantastic, and I'm very, very happy about that. So let's go ahead and start the car up, and this is saying it has a range of a total of 0 miles. So let's try to get on this drive as fast as possible. You just click that D button right there, and then you're off. And the smoothness of this car immediately to me is very, very similar as it was in the Honda Pilot, but it's been a while since I did that car, so I don't want to like compare it again directly to that, because we drove the 2020 and maybe the 2021 has some changes. So, but it's just a super effortless feel in drive. So basically, you know, for the drive of this car in this normal mode, it just drives like a normal classic minivan, and the steering weighs up a bit as well, which is great. And maneuvering this car around is very, very easy. We've driven the all-wheel drive Pilot, so this, you know, is quite comparable to that from the same company, but you get a little more of a lazy throttle response in this V6 than with the electric power of the Sienna. You got your leather trim steering wheel, and these seats are decently comfortable as well. Let's quickly go into sport mode on our zero gas, and let's see what changes up. I'm guessing that the throttle response gets a little sharper, and the gearing gets a little better, but I'm just gonna avoid all these cars. Very light steering wheel, electric power assistance, you know, very smooth to pick up. This is a 10-speed automatic, so it drives really well, I would say, very well. And it has a very quiet engine, way quieter than the Sienna, obviously, because that was a CVT, you know. This thing with its less miles per gallon, maybe some people will really mind that. I personally don't mind it. I really love this soft drive of this car. So practical, you know. The third row has good space. It's overall a fantastic car. And once again, special thanks to Tony Kashif at Motorworks of Barrington for providing this vehicle for review. You can check this one out. It's finished in a beautiful spec on the inside and the outside. You even got some dark brown leather accenting in here. So beautiful, very well done. So here we're gonna turn off the car. Check out what happens on the screen. Boom, it says check your surroundings, check rear seats. Just make sure you got all your kids out when you're going out to get your Taco Bell, or actually why would you be leaving the car for Taco Bell? Some grocery store, whatever, Trader Joe's, you're getting your eggplants, parmers, whatever. I don't really go to Trader Joe's. Anyways, let's go ahead and quickly finish the video on the outside before we say way too many strange things and the camera doesn't really move where I want it to. Look at the way this engine start stop pulses. Hopefully the yeah okay, almost there, perfect. And now it just stopped pulsing, you know. Okay, basically it was, yeah, boom, there you go, it pulses, tells you to start the engine. So overall, the time with the 2021 Honda Odyssey has been absolutely fantastic. A very traditional, conventional, practical, utility-filled Honda Odyssey. Just a classic minivan that is honestly such a dependable car that you can go out and buy. And we did hear some complaints about the 9-speed transmission not being as good as you know, some of the competitors or anything in reliability, but this is a 10-speed. So this, I can tell that this is a very, very good transmission paired with this 3.5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Autogroup. Special thanks to Tony Kashif at Motorworks of Barrington for providing the vehicle for review, and we will see you guys in the next one. अब बाहर ओवरऑल कर दें। अरे वो कैसे आता है, स्क्रीन ऑन है ना? ओके, हाँ। So when you put it in park, we put in the car in the park. Okay, it came up the last time. I'm not sure.
नहीं, वो गाड़ी बंद करने पे आएगा।
Oh, okay.
ताकि ये कि कोई बच्चे को लगे गाड़ी।
हाँ। Done. And then we can ये कैसे करते हैं?
बैंड से आएगा,
है ना?
ये तो
यहाँ लिखा हुआ है stowing magic seat. Pull strap to unlock seat and continue pulling firmly to stow. Oh, okay. चलो छोड़ो भाई, इसको आना खुद ही कर लेता है।